doing, guys? I'm going to start in a comfortable seat today. Be a gentler flow. Just a short one. Bring your hands to your knees. Start with a few grounding breaths. If you'd like to close your eyes, go for it. Focusing entirely on your breath. Nothing else right now. Take a moment to set your intention for the practice for the day. And blink your eyes open. On your next inhale, seated cow. Arch your back. Open up. Gaze up. Exhale, cat. Round it out. Tuck your chin. Lean back. Inhale, cow. Open up. Exhale, cat. A few more breaths like that on your own. Option to add some organic movement here with your hips or spine. Option to round. A couple more breaths. Feel breath to movement. And on your next inhale, gaze up. Exhale to a neutral spine. And get a neck stretch in. Extend your right arm out at 45. I'm mirroring you. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder for a gentle stretch in the neck. If you'd like to add a little bit more depth, you could bring your left hand to your temple. Extra little pull, if that feels okay. Also an option to play with the angle. You can roll your chin down and around. Breathe. Couple more here. And coming back to center, switch it out. Extend your left arm out, 45. Right ear to right shoulder. Breathe. Any modification for that extra pull or rounding down. Find that angle. Breathe into it. One more here. And back to neutral. Next inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, left hand down. Right arm reaches over to the side. Breathe here for a couple. Roll your top ribs back as you lift your gaze up. Breathe and ground down through that right hip. Reach through your fingers. One more breath. Reach. Next, inhale, both arms high. Extend long. Exhale, take the other side. Right hand down, left arm. Reach. Breathe. Gaze up. Top ribs roll back. Ground down, left hip. Reach through your side body. One more breath. Active reach. Inhale. Back to center, reach up. Exhale, hands to knees. We're going to switch out the direction of the cross in your legs. Just switch it. And we'll get a twist in. Arms reach back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to left knee. Find some length through your crown here. That axial extension. Take one more breath. Lengthen. Exhale, work the twist. Gentle gaze back. One more breath like that. Next, inhale, arms back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand, right knee. Inhale, length. Exhale, the gentle twist. Couple more deep breaths like that. Each inhale we lengthen. Each exhale, gentle twist. Last breath. Inhale, arms sweep back up. Exhale, hands down to your knees. Take your time getting to child's pose. No rush. Take it slow. Knees wide, hips back. Walk your arms out long and rest your forehead on the mat. Check in with your hips, little wiggle. Softening into stillness. Maintain that depth in your breath as long best you can. Couple more full breaths like that. And shifting your hips forward to a neutral table. Inhale, cow. Drop your belly, gaze up. Exhale, cat. Round it out. Tuck your chin, your tail. Inhale, cow pose. Open up. Exhale, cat. Round it out. A few more on your own breath. Working that flexion, extension of the spine. Option to add some organic movement here. You could shift your hips side to side, back and around. Any variation that's calling. Just remember to breathe. Feel. Last, inhale, gaze up, tuck your toes. Exhale, hips high, down dog. We're just here for a few breaths. Walk out your dog, shift your weight, side to side. Get a little bit more length in your down dog. Walk your hands out just a bit. Okay if those heels don't quite make it down. Breathe into that backside body. Your calves, your hamstrings. Send some breath there. With time, those heels are ground. Patience with the practice. One more breath. And shift your gaze to the front of your mat. And slowly walk your way up. Feet, hips width distance. Halfway lift. Grab your elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Ragdoll. Let it go. Option for a gentle sway. Or a little bob action up and down, decompression, let the head hang, neck soft. You are safe. Breathe. Nice decompression. Great pose. At the end of the day, at any time of the day, but especially at the end of the day, if you've been sitting or standing, or on your feet. Great pose to decompress. Couple more breaths here. And release your bind. Halfway lift. Inhale, interlace hands behind your back. Exhale, forward fold, chest open. Stay soft in your neck, let it go. Soft in your knees, little give. Breathe. Just a few here. You could sway side to side gently. Last full breath. And release your bind. Halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Next, inhale, rise to stand. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath here. Let it go. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, cactus, open up. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, right hand down your side body. Left arm reaches over. We're here for a couple breaths. Keep your gaze high towards the sky. Ground down through your feet, actively pushing down. Soften your knees just a bit. One more breath here. Reach a little bit further on the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Both arms reach, extend long. Exhale, take the other side. Left arm down the side body. Right arm reaches. Breathe. Soften your knees just a bit. Ground down. Lift your gaze up. Focused gaze. Drishti. Breath in. Breath out. Next inhale. Reach back up to center. Exhale. Cactus. Open up. Inhale, reach back up, get some length. Exhale, swan dive all the way, full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank and drop to your knees. Couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, cow, gaze up, arch your back. Exhale, cat, round it out. Flexion. One more. Inhale, cow, tuck your toes. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Just a couple breaths here. You're free to add some free movement. Last full breath. Let it go. Drop to your knees. Take a quick break, whatever you need. It could be child's pose, could be grabbing a quick sip of water, could be staying in down dog. Listen to your body. Give it what it needs, moment to moment. Cultivating that inner awareness. And we'll meet in child's pose when you're ready. No rush. And we'll get in a little bit more twisting. Bring your hands beneath your shoulders. Slowly push yourself up. Keep your knees wide, lower body stays the same. We'll thread the needle from here. Reach your right arm back, open up for a twist, take a breath. Roll out that right wrist a few times in both directions. Try to stay with your breath. One more, inhale, open up wide. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under and across. Option to extend your left arm out. Could be tenting your fingers or dropping to your forearm. Option for the bind here. We're chilling for several breaths. Try to maintain that same depth in your breath, especially when twisting, as we tend to shorten or even stop the breath completely. Remember to breathe. Couple more deep. And bring your left hand beneath your shoulder. Next, inhale, right arm reaches back up. Exhale, ground your right hand, switch it. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Stay here for a couple breaths as you roll your left wrist. A few times in both directions. One more, inhale, open up wide. Exhale, thread it, left arm across. across and under. Any variation with that right arm, whatever you took on the first side. Again, just remember to breathe. A few more deep breaths into your spine. And bring your right hand beneath your shoulder. Next, inhale, left arm reaches back up. Exhale, ground your left hand. Shift forward to a neutral table. And shift your right knee forward into a half pigeon pose. Adjust your angle in the front leg. Should feel a little resistance, a little discomfort, okay. Soften through, hips, glutes, hip flexor. Try to soften from here. Release any clenching. Get some length through your crown. Option to add a little bend. Last full breath in. Exhale, sleeping pigeon pose all the way down, either to your forearms or using your hands as a little pillow for your chin, forehead, temple, all good. And check in with your hips. Again, notice the clenching if it's there. Getting to those deeper tissues. We'll be here for at least a couple minutes. I know that may seem like an eternity. This pose is extra challenging for you. Really check in with that breath. Using your breath as an anchor of presence. And getting those full breaths, a full exhale as well. Let it all go. A few more deep breaths. Here now. Just this pose. Last breath. And slow to push yourself up. And tuck your back toes. Shift the weight off of your front leg. Pull it back to table. Roll out that right hip a few times, some small circles with your knee in both directions. When you're ready, reground your right knee, shift that left knee forward for half pigeon. Embrace the discomfort, part of the practice. Safe to feel. option to add a mini bend. Last breath. And release all the way down, sleeping pigeon pose. Keep that length all the way down. Dropping in right away. Letting go of the clinching, that defense. Let it go. As you maintain that deep breath, each exhale takes you a little bit deeper into the pose. Just avoid any resistance. So surrender. Notice what comes up emotionally as well, especially with the hips. Take that opportunity to feel, not just the physical. A few more deep breaths here. Slowly coming up. Tuck the back toes, shift the weight off of your front knee, back to table. Roll the hip a few times, few circles with your knee, both directions. And when you're ready, meeting in Sphinx pose on your belly. This will be our front side opener, a nice bend, opening up front side body, spinal extension. Try to keep that length we've been working on through the practice, that axial length through your crown. And you can stay here, or you can play with another neck stretch. Either ear to either shoulder. You can play rolling your chin down and around. Just make sure you're even on both sides. And lowering all the way down, belly down, Shavasana. Hands by your hips, palms face up. Gaze to the right, rest your left cheek on the mat. Feel your connection to the earth, that support from the earth beneath you. And bring your chin to center. Shift your gaze to the left, just evening out the neck. And bring your chin back to center. Extend your right arm straight out, 90 degrees. And shift your weight onto your right side body. Opening up that rotator, chest area, option to bend that top knee, left knee. Option to bind behind the back if that's there. Just a couple breaths. And we'll get the other side slowly back to your belly. Extend your left arm out. Roll left side body. Any variation, whatever you took on the first side. Few breaths into that side, chest, heart open. And slowly back to center. Back to a neutral sphinx. Pop out your right knee into half frog. Settle into that. Feel that for a moment. Threading the needle into supine twist. Extend your right arm out. Straight out. Left arm threads the needle. Rolling into supine twist. Open up. This will be our last pose. Any adjustments? May need to scooch your hips or shoulders. And extend your right arm out. Shift your gaze to the right. Dropping in. Letting go. Just a couple more breaths. And gently back to your belly. Half frog first. And neutral sphinx. Pull the right knee in. Settle neutral. Pop the left knee out. Half frog. Settle. Feel. Setting up for the supine twist. Left arm straight out. Right arm threads. Roll into supine twist. Any scooching? Any modifications, adjustments? Settle in. That same sense of surrender. Calming the nervous system. Few more breaths with your spine. And this time, finish the roll onto your back and recenter onto your mat. Windshield wiper your knees. Side to side, sealing the practice. Couple more. And pull your knees into your chest. Our final squeeze. Wrap up for a big hug. Squeeze tight. Shavasana. Take up all the space. Finding stillness together. Back to your breath. Some small movement in your body, toes, fingers, wrists, ankles. Full body stretch when you're ready. Both arms reach overhead. Point your toes like you just got up in the morning. Reach. And rolling right side, fetal pose. A moment here, coming back to that intention you set, mentally repeat it. When you're ready, slowly up to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana, hands to heart center, full breath in. Open mouth, let it go. One more like that, fully in. Empty out. Hands to third eye. We bow. Namaste. Thanks, gang. Share the love. Yay.